This is the rhythm of the night, oh yeah, the rhythm of the night. This is
Do it right the first time. That's how Auction One operates. My name is Justin Rothbart. You know our brand Auction One, and the property situated behind me is number 15 Colley Avenue. There's a story to this property. You're gonna love it. 10 years ago, I auctioned this property to my now sellers. So this property has come back to me, and that's absolutely excellent. It shows that our team got it right the first time. Let me give you some background here. At that time, my then purchasers were newly retired and looking for a better return on the retirement funds that they had. They came and purchased this property from ourselves and received fair value in a very good area. As you know, Auction One has property auctions virtually every single week. And I can't even remember when last we had a property in Cambridge or Cambridge West. We know this area is extremely sought after. Why? Because you get a good, solid, older home, which was well built. It's a family neighborhood and very close to a variety of schools. You've got Cambridge Primary in walking distance, Cambridge High School, you've got Crewe Primary just up the road, and it's situated right between Amalinda and Vincent. I always say Cambridge is the second Vincent. Vincent CBD is now a massive employment node area, loads of retail shopping, and a place where most people have to frequent, whether it's banking, clothing, or whatever that may be. Cambridge homes were built more than 50 years ago. Generally a spacious home which needs to undergo renovation, open planning, and that can really bring out some extra equity in these properties. But your product's good and your land size is excellent. So this particular home is situated on a piece of land that is just under 900 square meters in size. So our sellers are at the point now, at their age, where it's past early retirement. They're into the latter part of the retirement now, and now they are starting to disinvest and to cash out. And sometimes folks do that to start to simplify their lives as it gets closer, to the frail care stage. The proof will be in the pudding, and I'm sure there's going to be an upside for them with the capital appreciation from when they purchase this property. And I'm sure when you purchase this property from them that there's going to be an upside as well for yourself. And testament to that is that we just don't get properties for sale in this area. The package is good. Cambridge is what I call the perfect all-rounder. So why don't we go inside now? 10 years since I've seen the property, and let's go and see what it's all about. So from a purchaser point of view or an investment point of view, at present, there's a tenant who resides in the property. They're on a month-to-month basis. They've been here for 6 years. Apparently they are excellent tenants, and the rental is 8,250 Rand, and over and above that, they pay the services. If you want them to stay on, I'm sure they would be obliging. If you're wanting this for your family as a home, well then it's a month-to-month basis, and they would have to exit on notice. Undercover front veranda, slate finish on the floor, typical of this era and time, and wow, give that a bang, that's solid. So though it's been 10 years, I can't actually remember this property because I just deal with so many properties. So it's going to be an exciting find once again for me. Let's go and have a look at it. So the first thing that really excites me are these original floors. Now this is Oregon pine, and it's more than likely throughout the house. But they're beautifully sanded and stained. Excellent appeal, and something you can't actually buy today and fit to a house. It'll be way too expensive. I look around here, we've got the lounge dining room. This is, I'm looking at the effect, this kind of rough cast. Now this I would think is original and very decorative, where they took the plaster and kind of put a wavy profile onto it. which is very effective and nice. Still got the old picture hanging rails on it now. You don't see this in the modern homes, it's too expensive to do. Very spacious dining room and lounge area. Look at the high volume ceilings, synonymous with keeping a home cool in summer. And once again, not something you find in modern homes. Too expensive to build that high now. Let's go with the flow of the home and see where it takes us. Check at the size of this passage. It's got some built-in linen cupboards over here. The width of this passage compared to a modern day home, I mean, that's probably, yeah, that's huge. That's why they call it the farm-sized kitchen. I mean, this is just sheer space. Enough space to even have your own breakfast nook table in. So I see we fitted out a combination of melamine and the older type cupboards. Looks like over time they've put in new tops. And then there looks to be a huge pantry in here. Not just a pantry, but also a laundry. So all the fittings in there for your washing machine, and there's a dishwasher in here as well. But a lot of space there. I suppose one would have to ask the question, can you open plan it? And how would you do that? Well, firstly, you'd have to get up into the roof and have a look at what those trusses are doing. Are those trusses supported by all the internal walls inside or not? The best person who's going to help you here is an architect and an engineer. Once you can open plan a house, it significantly improves the value because that's modern day living. You're not going to battle to get your double beds into these bedrooms. They are absolutely humongous, and there are 3 of them with built-in cupboards. Typical plan and design, and here's your family bathroom, neatly tiled out, bit of mosaic around the middle band, basin, toilet, and then you've got your bath, which could possibly be converted to a stand-up shower as well. Now we're on the back end of the property. There's an expansive back garden out here, and we've got the outbuildings, which have become very valuable, I would say, within the last 15 years to properties. Why? Because this is what you develop into a granny flat for a second income on a property. So here's the double garage, and there's an adjoining ablution. Let's go down onto the garden area and see the sheer size of it. So it's evident the size of this garden. I can see a place right down the side here where I'm guessing you're probably looking at about 5 meters. Could you put a panhandle in there? From my recollection of the BCM rules, the property is not big enough to subdivide, but you could sectionalize if you built another property in the back here. There's definitely enough place to run another wall around here, so you could actually have 2 separate properties on this earth and sell them off individually. Can you see the value in that? So this property auction will take place right here on the 4th of February 2026. So get your thinking cap on, have a chat to the guys at BCM if you are intending to possibly consider sectionalization and building on a second unit onto this property, possibly in collaboration and adjoining to the existing outbuildings. So 4th of Feb, 10 a.m. on site right here with the Auction One team. Who takes it?